Oh, we're totally thrilled. I mean, to get nominated is quite something. We're the first improv show ever to be nominated for an Olivier, so to win is just delightful, and we couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier.
I'm in shock. Yeah, you can see there's a problem with categories. And I was talking to Nika Burns about this the other day. It's very hard how do you judge an improv show? Like in Edinburgh, the Edinburgh Fringe, they had this category for improvised comedy before, and they got rid of it. And we were all in the improv community going, well, why did you do that? And she said, well, the problem is, people would argue, the judges would argue for hours because one would see one show, one would see another show, and they go, well, it was a different show. And it is really hard to judge because you have to judge the skills of the team rather than what particular show that is that night. So I am doubly astonished that we actually won.
I really think a lot of it is about its naivety. It's a bunch of kind of foolish clowns pretending that they're in a musical, that it's just happening live from the audience's suggestions. And also a really talented group of people who've put in, I was going to say hours. It's 8 years of just in a room trying to work out how to get better at improvising, get better at storytelling, get better at singing. We're studying every musical that comes along, and it's been a thrilling ride, and hopefully it'll continue for many, many years.
How much fun is it performing your show?
Oh, it's enormous fun. In fact, the really fun thing is, generally I play the onstage writer, the guy who kind of writes the musical, apparently. So the good thing is this, as we know, in modern musical theatre, you have to look a certain way to get the great roles and all the rest of it. But in our show, you don't. In fact, you just have to be a really good improviser with a good voice, and you have to have worked really hard. So they get to play the roles they would never get if they were being commercially asked to do it. They wouldn't play the leads. So and also, of course, they don't have to do the same show every night for years and years. So you can see them especially when it's going well, they have the most fun that is possible to have on stage.